Good morning, this is Jackson, the technician who's been carrying out the free visual health check on your car today. Just like to bring a few things to your attention so you know what's happening with your car. First thing I'd like to point out is that we work on a traffic light system, meaning that if I refer to something as red, it requires urgent attention. If I refer to something as amber, it could require attention shortly. And if I refer to something as green, it's absolutely fine. That being said, moving on to your VHA, starting out under the bonnet, a few things to check on here. One of them being oil level currently okay. Checking the antifreeze protection of the coolant. Basically what this device is telling us is that the temperature would have to get around about -40 before your antifreeze froze, which is absolutely fine. This little device here, two little lights on that one there, tells there is 1% moisture in the brake fluid, so that's absolutely acceptable, nothing to worry about there. Moving into the VRL, from here we can check things like lights, wipers, seats, seat belts, steering wheels, controls, things like that. Everything's seemingly okay there. Air conditioning temperature at its lowest setting, being at 5.5 degrees, plenty cold enough when you need it to be. And what we'll do now is raise the car up halfway and get a good look at the tyres, brakes and suspension. Continuing the VHC with the car raised up halfway. Now from here we'll get an initial check of your tyres, your brakes as well as suspension. So far front suspension looking okay. No free play at the wheels or anything like that. Front tyres looking okay so far, but we'll get a better look at them when we send it up further. Looking at your brakes. Brake pads, I measure using these as a brake pad gauge. Each one of these bits of metal is a different thickness, the corresponding thickness written on the side of it. Flat edge of the blade up against the inside of the brake pad tells you your front brake pad's currently measuring at 8mm. Starting brand new at 12, tells you roughly 30 to 35% worn, so there's nothing too much to worry about there. Moving on to the rear. Again, rear tyres looking okay. Rear suspension looking alright so far. No free play at the wheels. Moving on to rear brakes. Again, measuring them at 8mm. These ones starting brand new at 10. Tells us they're roughly 20% worn. So again, nothing too much to worry about there. And what we'll do now is raise the car up further and get a good look underneath. Finally finishing off the VHC with the car raised up fully. From here we'll get a better look at your tyres. The second we look at brakes as well as suspension. As you see, I've marked there 5.7 on the driver's side front tyre. How I get that is take a tread depth gauge. Take a reading from 3 points across the width of the tyre. Average that out, the average tread depth being 5.7mm. Absolutely fine, as we recommend replacing your tyres at 2.5mm. The legal limit is 1.6, we start brand new at 8. And anything under 4, you would say it is amber. But 5.7 you're absolutely fine. 6.6 is an average on the passenger's front tyre, again absolutely fine, nothing to worry about there. Front suspension components all seemingly okay. Moving under the VL, under trays, heat shields clip up as it should be, and your exhaust is in reasonably good condition. Rear suspension components, you see this is your rear shock absorber there, you just see it's quite damp at the top, same as the other side. That tells us that the seals inside the shock absorbers themselves is just starting to give way a little bit, letting a little bit of oil mist out. Nothing too much to worry about, but you will see both your rear shock absorbers on amber on your VHC with an advisory to bring it back in 3 months time or 1,000 miles, so we can recheck them for you just to make sure they're still safe and road legal. 6mm is an average tread depth on the passenger's rear, and 6.1mm is an average tread depth on the driver's rear. Again, absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about with either of those. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching the video, thanks for choosing Jaguar Land Rover Stradstone. If you found this video at all helpful, please don't forget to let your service advisor know. Thank you very much.